Let's record it. And we are. Wait a minute. We'll do it again. There we go. All right, cool. All right, y'all. Today's that day. We're here, right? Me, Rick, Simon are on. Reggie's gonna jump in a minute. I know Ross is at work. He's at the grocery store getting her belly fed. So we're gonna walk through it step by step. I haven't signed up yet. For those you all that have not signed up, I guess some of the things in here will be important. As well as if you already signed up, there are going to be some things that we need to cover that are very, very important as we move forward. So let's go jump into that right now and see what we got going on. All right, so on the webpage it says become a funded trader. We don't need to get started for free because we've already done that. So let's go figure out what we're doing. Sign up, I suppose, right? Learn how. Before we do the learn how, I'm actually going to go through a couple things for our group that are important. We'll actually do the sign up part right at the end. So first and foremost, we did step one. We traded 5 days last week. Hopefully nobody hit stops. If we did hit stops, that's okay because it was practice, but now we know better. The key here is step two, right? So now that we're going into live, I think we should really just manage everything from a step two perspective. We already know what the permitted times are. Daily loss limit is 3,000, which we should never hit that. Trailing max drawdown, 4,500. We should never hit that. Weekly loss limit is also we should never hit. We know about the major economic release 1 minute before, 1 minute after. And most importantly, the following the scaling plan. So as we go through each one, I'm going to throw the same information into our Discord, and then we will officially sign up. So rules and goals, let's do this right here. Let's go phase 2. Enter, I'm putting it in Discord as we go. Enter phase 2 begins today as well as live. Scaling plan is paramount. All right, so what is the trailing max drawdown? That means that we cannot fall below 4,500. See, for the 150K account. All right, that's the official number. I don't have it on here, but it's 4,500 total. And as we go up, let's say we make 3,000, we're at 153. It means we cannot draw down to 148,500. So that 4,500 stays in place until after we have made $4,500 in the live side. Okay, that's going to be important because once that hits, then we don't ever have a drawdown, as well as we don't have a weekly loss limit. So, but as we go into it, we'll I think right here it shows once you meet the parameter, then it's no longer an issue. Let's put that in there. This is the trailing max draw down. All right, team, any questions about the trailing max drawdown? I think we all are on the same pace as far as what size account we're getting, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. What's up, Reggie? Reggie made it in, so we right on time with Reggie. Good morning, bro. Broskis. All right, so we can come out of that part. The daily loss limit is part 2 of the serious situation. So with the 150K account, we cannot lose more than 3,000 in one play, right? So based on the amount of lots that we will have on the scaling plan, it would be very difficult to hit that. All right, we know our setups, we know what discipline looks like, we know how to put our stops in. Let's make sure we do that. We'll be absolutely fine. This is here for the sake of saying it, but I believe that we are going to be more than okay. All right, with regards to if we have to take some losses, it doesn't matter. We get the trades up, we'll be fine. All right, but no more than 3,000 in one day. Actually, we can't even hit that. So if we start to draw down in a position and we just happen to be in a position size that you shouldn't be in, just go ahead and cut it off. Right? Just don't hit it, because once you hit it, you have to reset your account. So we should never at any point hit that spot. Right? So be mindful of that. Any questions about the daily loss limit? We good?
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll. All right. Weekly loss limit is essentially the same thing as the daily. So for the whole week, by the end of the week, we cannot be down to 3,000. But if we lose 500 a day, we won't be down 2,500. So I think we'll be okay there. So all that is just a different time frame, same scenario, same amount. We trade the way that we know how to trade. Again, this doesn't much apply to us, I don't believe. But we need to be mindful that it exists. Oops. All right. What is this part? Okay. So here are the things we just talked about for step 2. Even though when we go live, we're technically in step 1, let's behave in step 2 anyway, right? Because this will keep us, if we do everything in step 2, we'll be fine when we get to step 2. Also note that since we're live today, we'll have to do a minimum of 5 days of step 2, and then we have to do a minimum of 10 days. So essentially, we won't get funded, guys, at the very fastest. It's 15 business days from now. It's 3 weeks. That's more than enough time to reach goal before the 1 month period ends, or recurring fee, which we'll talk about once we sign up here in just a moment. But I think we don't have to rush it, right? We'll settle in on what we should risk per trade here in a little bit, in theory, and take it from there. So the biggest part, the biggest part is the scaling plan. So let's talk about the scaling plan now. We're at 150 account size, right? So here we have to have no more, well, let's go through it, read it top to bottom. As you build and lose equity, your buying power will increase and decrease based on your end of day P&L, according to the graphs below. The scaling plan is in place to ease traders into the live market environment and build their equity consistently without taking undue risk. Since we implemented the scaling plan, the longevity of our traders and their funded account has significantly increased. And isn't that what we want? We want to have longevity and get all of the bag that they have for us until they tell us we have now caused them to go into Chapter 11. Traders will initially be required to scale their trading plans in order to survive an initial drawdown and to allow a true chance of success in step 2, which is how we're going to operate. All right. Once we get funded, once we're over 5,000, we can actually adjust our risk parameters. So I guess that's a question we should ask them. Oh, okay, there it is. Once we're over 5,000, I mean, maybe we can have even bigger than 15 lots. This is important because it acts as a guide of how to responsibly leverage a growing account. Over leveraging causes the most damage to long-term success. And clearly we want long-term success. So for 150 account size, here it is. So can I drag that whole picture down there? And right click, copy image. Paste image. Okay, boom. The scaling plan. All right, Control C. Let's drop it in our Discord. All right, so here's the scoop. We can only be in up to 3 contracts at any one time. So you can take 3 on one. You can take 1 of one, 1 of another, 1 of another, 2 of one, and 1 of another. But the max that we can be in is 3 lots until we have profits of 1,500. After that, we can go to 4 lots until we have profits of 2,000. After that, we can have a max of 5 contracts until we have a profit of 3,000. After that, we can be 10 lots, 10 contracts until we have over 4,500. And when we're over 4,500, we can have up to 15 open contracts at a time. I like this because this is a very tight-knit situation. So in theory, if we have 1 contract with a $500 risk, I think we'll be fine. We'll look at some of our charts here momentarily just to see how our chart would plot out with one simple contract. I think that's how Ross has it scripted for us anyway, so that should be fairly decent. Perfect. Reggie had a question regarding the profit that must be attained through each section. So let's go back over there too, because I think that in step one, the profit for step one is $4,500 before you can move to step two. So let's take a look. All right, total profit target is 9,000. Let's go to, see if it's in Trading Combine, if it tells us in there. Let's just sign up for free. Thought we had that in the first part of our. Let's look at Trading Combine. Here we go. Combine, step one, rules and targets. I think we did put this in our Discord, but we'll review it. So step one, we have to do 5 days. And our target is it's somewhere in here that it says 4,500, but I tell you what we'll do. Let's put a phone call out since the question is on.
Billy, Simon just said it's 9K.
It's 9K for each step?
Yeah.
Thought it was 4,500. Well, let's call and get some clarification just to make sure it won't hurt. If it's 9,000, that's cool too. That just means, you know, it's 9,000. All right, 312-252-9490.
Thank you for calling TopStep. This call is being recorded for training and quality assurance. If you'd like to speak with a member of our TopStep trader team about our futures program, press 1. Our TopStep trader support hours are Mondays through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central. Please wait for the next available representative. All of our representatives are busy assisting users at the moment, but please leave a voicemail and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
All right. All right. Two. So where did we get first goal 4,500 though? That's what I'm trying to figure out because I remember we said something about it. Okay, I think I remember now. Let's click back. That's not it. There it is, under profit target. Let's go. No, that didn't either. Simon, you've already signed up, right? Did it say somewhere in there that it had to be 9,000 per step or 9,000 overall? Do we know?
Hold on, let me check.
Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe it is because it says 9,000 on that one for step one. And then step two.
They didn't send anything new to me.
All right. It doesn't look like step two has a target. I mean, step one has a target. I think it's just 9,000 overall. Trade 5 days during time. Don't hit the loss limit. Don't hit the trailing max drawdown.
Yeah, it could be the total amount for step one and step two.
Yeah, 9,000. And maybe that's why I broke it up over 40. Maybe that's how I came with 4,500. Maybe I just mentally did the math, I guess. All right. Well, if we make 9,000 on the first trade, that means just make a trade every day for the next 3 weeks. in and out for scratch. I'm gonna call them back one more time, and if they don't answer, we'll call them at the end because I'm gonna go ahead and do the login and sign up
Thank you
part
for
now.
calling. This call is being recorded for training. Our Top Step Trader support hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central, and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central. Please wait for the next available representative. All of our representatives are busy assisting users at the moment, but please leave a voicemail and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
All right, we'll call back. All right, time to sign up. Let's get with it. All right, get started now. No, that's not the one we want. All right, so I'm clicking get started on the 150K combine situation. So let's create us a profile. All we gotta do like a weird password, right? It's gotta be 8 to 64, one uppercase. Right, that's what I'm saying. And promo code. Promo code is Trader, TRADER 2764. Rick, you all the way with me?
Bro, you need to click apply first for the promo code. Without the R. It's trade 2764. Yeah.
There we go. Got him, 225. All right, Rick and Reggie, y'all good? I'm going to assume that that is a yes.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm
All
ready.
right. You already got your information in?
Yep, you ready to submit?
Putting in my month and my year and my code and one country, United States. Where's the country? There it is. All right, I think we're in there. All right, next up is to activate your Top Step Trader profile. Capital One sending me a text message right now. Did you just sign up? They are so particular. Confirm, send it. All right. Simon, did you already get your email?
Yeah, I already got mine.
Okay. All right, I'm about to go get mine. I hope I put the right email address on there. All right. Email verification required. Click here to activate. Boom. You successfully created a trading combine account now. All right. Good for us. All right, continue the platform setup then. All right, did you do this part, Simon?
Yep.
All right. Non-professional. Refer a friend, give 20% off, get $20. Okay. All right, that's cool. All right. Man, I would think that I guess phase one is 9,000 in profit. I mean, because we're in phase one now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because you can do 15 in phase one, so that's fine. I'm not trying to rush there. Best day, average day, the trader. Boom. Can I change my picture? My profile. Personal information, public profile. Trading experience. Yeah, I don't want to do all that. Trading background. Image. Password, personal. There we go. Upload a photo. Well, that's what they asked for. Y'all want the logo?
Okay.
Oh, it's too big. Come on, people. All right. Let's go with a smaller one then. Can you light me up? Ooh. Hey, let me put the lighted logo on them. All right. So I'll put the lighted logo in the futures situation. Oops, hold on. It's on the rules and goals. All right, so y'all in the future, excuse me, in the Discord is the light up if y'all just so choose to want to do it. But all right, so that's there. Save it. Birth date. Y'all need that because when it's time to send the check. No. And no. All right. Okay. Gonna buy some shirts over here. Let's see. Yeah. We'll get that one the first check. I'm actually just send me the first check and some gear. We'll do it that way. All right. Why are they making me select one of these? Get started. All right, get out of there. All right, trade report. What does that mean? Okay, so step one. Okay, so I guess we have our own little numbers now. So I guess I'm 85138. They gave me two infinity numbers, so I'm definitely gonna kill it now. 5 plus 3 is also 8 too. So what's that make us? Number one. Let's see how I made that happen. 8, 5, 14, and 11. All right, that won't work. 150, current, low, boom, start. Okay. All right, are y'all excited? I'm excited. Let's launch the trader. See if this works. Okay. So my same setup is there. Let's turn these down to 1 so that there's no confusion. 1, 1, 1, and 1. All right, orders, none. Positions should be none as well. Good. All right, so one thing I want to talk about, I was sharing this with Reggie the other day, was bracket orders, right? And what I want you guys to see is, since the market is closed, this won't be hard, right? So if I say take profit 300, stop loss 150 on one contract, watch what it does. You see how the stop is 24,332? 24,242? Simon, you see it?
Yep.
Now, if I wanted to make 300, watch what happens if I change it to 10 contracts. It never changed the price. So the price is still the same, whether it's 10 or 1. So what that means then is, on your bracket, if you have more than one contract, that means that profit is per contract. So that's actually take profit 3,000, stop loss 1,500. So be very mindful of that, guys. I did that twice last week, and I was like, what's going on? I don't understand. That's because those targets were way on out there. Because I actually had it at like 3,000, and it was so far away. I was like, well, if I divide by, that's not where the target should be. And it would ended up being because of that very same scenario where they're only doing your bracket order based on per contract. All right. So we got 4,500 and 3,000 to draw down. What do you all think is, I guess, well, let's go look at some charts. Let's find a number based on what the charts are telling us. I can log out of this now. I don't know that we need it. Okay, so we're gonna blow up YM. Let's look at YM real quick. Talk about some plays from the other day. Coming out. All right, we're on the 2-minute chart, which I know we said we do the 2-minute, but I'm still kind of trying to figure out my life with regards to that. So 2 minutes is so much going on in here with the 2-minute chart. So let's go look at futures. Let's look at the previous day from 6 to 6 in the evening. All right, so we come into futures. Basically, if we're short anywhere in here per contract, if we short some 24,297, so let's just call it 24,300. If we short it here, we're risking $156 a contract. All right, so that's what the risk is. There's your target. If we were shorting this one at 7 o'clock, because I know we said we wouldn't trade the open. So after the open, although it said go long here, we are red on the day. Vibranium says come on and get with them at 24,285 and shoot them at 24,61, right? So there's target right there. And mentally, I think I'm having a little bit of a retraction now of what we were saying. If we have to make 9,000 in step one, I mean, I think we should probably go ahead and take some contracts, but always be mindful of the risk. So if we say we want to risk 500, I mean, we can get 5 contracts here. That's a $500 winner. And I don't want to get much more past for the week $3,000 lost. So 500 a day, and I may even break that up just so I can try to figure out, where we are. Rick, this is you over here at 0 dark 30. Trading at 1 o'clock in the morning while the rest of us are asleep. That one won't be my business. I'll attend the business after 4 in the morning for me personally. So that one won't be my business. Now after 4, I can kind of see what's going on. My first signal, Rick, they made all the money from us. All right, there's our first signal right there after 4. $125 of contract risk. Give me some 24,230, shoot it at 24.55. Boom, target met. All right. So there's 125 a contract. If we have 5 contracts, we're talking about, $625, risking 500. That works out pretty good. There's a shorty over here. All right, that says $99 a contract. So 5 contracts is about 500. Boom, that's $500. All right, and then here is another one after 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, a long, shoot it at 24,262. Boom, 133 per contract. 5 contracts gets us 650, plus some extra change if our finesse game is strong. So, I mean, there's 3 plays right there, and Rick, you can actually get some sleep. You know what I mean? So, long winner, short winner, long winner, 3 for 3.
Hey, Billy.
Sir?
Reggie just texted me and said for you to repost the script with the risk.
Okay, got it. You should have, if you're having okay, here's the other thing too. If you have it and it's not looking correct, each one of your futures, you have to go into edit studies and you have to assign the future for that one. So it has to say future contract YM and it must match YM, because if it's anything other, it's probably going to say ES or ZS, then you're not going to get the correct calculations. So this one is set for Y. All of mine are set for the actual contract because I have my grid set up correct for each one. So if I maximize this one and I go into my risk study, edit studies, you'll see that it also is NQ. NQ matches NQ up there. That's because I went into the wheel or configuration and made sure that it said future contract NQ.
Oh.
Cool. All right. So Reggie, all right. So Reggie, do you have yours correct now? Was it just that, or you actually need the script? Oh, he said he got it. He said, yes, sir. Okay. Oh, wait, is that right? 12, oh, that's all. Okay. Well, I'll send you the one with the this. Matter of fact, hold up. Studies.
So that's a new one? Put it in this.
I'm just gonna put it in there. So it's the shared vibranium futures risk. So let's go shared vibranium futures risk. Here we go. Share. Vibranium. Oh, I'm gonna put it in the script so it's in the correct spot. Future scripts and videos. So Control V. Vibranium risks for futures. All right, so here is NQ. I guess, big fat check on Friday morning. That's too close to regular market. So I want to go from 4. My window will be basically from 4 to about 9. Okay, so my first signal, boom, get you some of this 2744.8, $164 per contract, right? 5 contracts, $800, right? Boom, $800 winner. All right. It's questionable about this one. I mean, this one may have to be a loss. I'm gonna be particular with my futures. If they don't go ahead and get contract, I'm closing out here. I'm not gonna let you come get the full thing. And then if we went long, that's a monster right there, guys. I don't know what that is. All right, $144 a contract, 5 contracts, 700 at target. Might get it up there. I don't know if I'm gonna put the 50 or what, but scaling them out or finessing the winners will be important too. at 9 o'clock, I want to be out anyway, so maybe we can trail it a little bit. I never got a chance to practice with the trailing order. And quite frankly, I don't know if I'm not going to do it in my live account to try to figure it out. So I guess we can always go back to the paper account to put a trail on to figure it out. But, the point here is long, target met, short, loss, but we had an opportunity to go long to get that target plus a whole lot more. And if you just so happen to be that interested, there's a shorty right there with a whole bunch of, Lord bless America. Your account should be funded by now. 67.60 to 66.30. That's $130. How much is it per point? I got to do that math now. We got to do that math. Oh man, the game's on. I'm tripping. Here, I can get out of here. There it is. No, that's not it. What's NQ per point, Reggie?
Reggie said 20.
It's $20 a point?
Yeah.
Hold up, bro. Oh. So 130. Yeah, 5 contracts. Okay, so it's about $650 winner. Is that right? I think so. Well, I don't know. I don't think that's $205 right there. For NQ, here's how we find out. All right. So 205. Oh, how many points is that? Let's count that again. 67.60. That's 130 points. Well, call it 120 points. All right. So 120 points. 120 points. I'm telling y'all, I'm struggling with the math right now. Either I'm not processing.
He said 2,400.
I know, that's why I'm struggling. All right, here's the calculator for the futures. I'm gonna put it in here. That one I got to do the math. There's I think we put this link in our Discord as well. Here we go. Daniel's trading, I think, will calculate it for us. Man, y'all are in trouble. All right, we scroll all the way down here. We're gonna short at 67.60. And we're gonna cover at 66.40. And we're just gonna have one contract. That's making me very confused right now. Y'all see why I'm confused? So if we had 5 contracts, it was $1,000 risk. You mean to tell me we just made 30,000 on that play? Is that is it you get 30,000 on 120 points?
What?
Did he say yes?
Wait, 5 contracts is 10K, but over on your calculator is 30K.
Yeah, the 5 contracts was a $1,000 risk, so we got 30 to 1 on that one. Bro.
Let me check.
That's right. It's $2,400 per contract. That's why I'm confused. All right. One contract is $20 per point. So 120 times 20, right? Times 5. I got 12,000 on my math. That's why I'm confused.
So 1 point is actually 4 ticks because each tick is 25 cents. So 1 point on one contract is $20. Yeah.
So 120 times 20, $20. So that's 2,400 per contract, and then 5 contracts is 12,000. That's why I'm confused why this is saying, oh, I didn't pick the right thing. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Shit. All right, NQ, where you at?
Yeah, NQ is $2,400, 120 points.
Hey,
There
Billy,
you go. Sir?
you said, look at the calculator. It says that's actually $600 point per move or something like that.
I know, but I didn't choose the actual few. I didn't click up here.
Okay.
I think we're good now. 67, 60, 66, 40. And now let's calculate. We have one contract should be 2,400. Perfect. There we go. That's correct. All right. 5 contracts, 12,000. Okay. Cool. That's better. All right. I mean, well, listen, if we got to be confused about, $12,000, that's what it's going to be. That's 12,000, y'all. Let's see when Vibranium told us to get out. Up there. Okay. Damn. That is a monster right there. All right. So we got a couple more. We'll shut it on down. So I can go see what game 7 is looking like. All right. So between 4 o'clock in the morning, well, from here to here, right? So from 6 to 9 in the evening. All right. We failed our open. We're not trading the open. Are we long there? We don't like our open. How about we short the 26.73? Target met. And just going to clock out. It's time to go to sleep. So 95 times 5, $500 worth right there. And then after 4 o'clock in the morning, all right, there's me a long right there trying to shoot it at 26.71. Target met. All right, 5 contracts, 650. And I'm saying 5 contracts because it's $500 risk. That's where I'm getting that number from. Right there, if you took that shorty, 500 we lose. We take the long, 500 we get it back. And that's at 9. And then finally, CL. Those will be my top 4. I mean, we had an 8 or a 10, but my focus is going to be on this top 4. All right, after 6 o'clock, fell in the open. All right, there's way after the open. So maybe we're shorting here at 68.16, $90 a contract, 5 contracts, 450 risk, 450 made. Good night. Finesse game, get you a little extra. And then 4 o'clock in the morning, we restart. I ain't getting up. We'll let Rick get all of that money. All right, 4 o'clock. We're red on the day though, right? So I don't know if I want that one. All right. There's a long, but it's way below the open. Maybe that's 50% short to tip, right? Boom. So I'm in there. So $140 per contract to find out. Anything that say get out, get out. Maybe more interested in being in that short, and that may end up still being a loss too. All right, vibranium hit. 67.88, we lose 11 cents a contract, which essentially almost ends up being $500 loss on that one. If we just so choose to take the long, $500 winner on that. Well, $600 winner on this one. It's a 120 per. All right, good people, we should be ready. Questions or concerns before we roll? Everybody signed in the game. Simon, Ross the Boss has a Gmail, excuse me, a PayPal if you want to gift him. We think Reggie, Rick, and I have already gifted him enough to do his account. So if you choose to gift Ross, you can do that through the PayPal. I'll put the PayPal on our futures Discord. But other than that, I think we're in the game, guys. Take your time. Quick question. So what are y'all thinking about risk? I think to me, 250 to start the first day. 250 to 500 is going to be my max. Saw one of the Top Step videos. They also said look for like 2 to 1. So I may risk 250, but look for 500 as my target. But it set me an alert at the actual target, so that way I still get the 250 and then see where the 500 projection is out. Because I ain't gonna get mad if they pay me double what my risk is, and if that works, then I can risk 500, put my target at 1,000, and essentially that will have been effective in that scenario as well. So that would have been good on that situation where that NQ dropped dramatically. I'm assuming if NQ dropped that dramatically, we probably got a nice dramatic drop on ES and YM as well. All right, his target. A whole lot of noise in there. That's 9:30, not my business lunch. I mean, that's regular trading time. All right, everybody good? I'm gonna shut the recording down. I'm gonna upload it for the folks that's not here this afternoon.